A rich man suddenly faints and falls down with a thud. A girl who is touched by his hand gets very scared. The security guard standing nearby runs to help him. Haley says, "Hey, what are you doing?" They both start taking pictures of the security guard. The security guard looks at them in surprise. Haley says, "We will show this picture to the manager and defame him badly." The security guard quickly takes out medicines from his purse and gives him a pill in his mouth. The man's condition slowly starts to get better. The security guard helps him up, and the man stands and thanks him. The security guard says, No, it is nothing." Haley goes to the manager and says, "Look at this, how the security guard is shamelessly stealing." The manager looks at it in shock and says, "Yes, this is him. How dare he do such a cheap act in my company? Let us see him." The manager comes to the security guard and says, "Your job is finished." The security guard says in worry, "What did I do?" The manager says, "He will not agree like this. Show him what he did." The security guard looks at the picture in shock and says, "There is nothing like this." The manager says angrily, "I know what it is. People like you are in the habit of stealing. There is no place for you in my company. Get lost from here." The security guard leaves from there in a worried state and sits somewhere. His phone rings. He takes out the phone from his pocket, answers the call, and crying tells his mother, "Mother, it was not my fault, but still I lost my job." The same rich man notices the security guard. The security guard starts crying heavily. That rich man comes to him and says, "What happened? Why are you crying?" The security guard says, crying, "I opened your purse to help you. They accused my character and fired me from the job." The rich man Leo says, "They cannot fire you from the company like this. I will go and talk to them." Leo takes the security guard to his office and consoles him that you do not need to worry. The manager comes to the boss office and says to the security guard, "What are you doing here? I just fired you from the job right now." The boss says angrily, "Tell me why you fired him." The manager says, "Sir, he stole from a man outside. That is why." The boss angrily says, "Do not talk nonsense. He helped me. I was that man. He did not steal anything. You people defamed him and threw him out of the company. Now there is no place for you in my company." The manager, scared, says, "I did not do it. They both did it." The boss says angrily, "Get lost from here." The manager and those two leave from there. The boss says to the security guard, "Will you work again in my company?" The security guard says, Yes, I will." The boss says, "All right then. This is your reward for helping me. Use it to fulfill your needs. It will help you." The security guard says, "I cannot take this. This money is too much." The boss says, "It is not too much, especially for what you did to help me. It is nothing compared to that. Take it." The security guard says, "But still, I cannot take it." The boss says, "You must take this money. If you do not take it, then I will think you have not forgiven me for their mistake. So take it." The security guard takes the money and thanks the boss. The boss says, "From today, you will be in charge of all the security guards in my company." Question: did the boss do right or wrong by firing those three in return for the injustice that happened with the security guard? Give your valuable opinion. Thank you.